What's up, gentlemen? Thanks for everyone on the panel. How are you guys doing this evening?
Trying to stay warm.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, me too. Turning up the heat.
And that heat up. A little bit chilly for us up here, too.
Hey, Beach, thanks for finding the volume for the bass.
You know, I was going for like a 70s detective or crime drama intro for that intro. Just you know, I get in there and I put a ton of genres and just see what it will spit out.
Yeah, but that was good. I like that beat.
Well, it had a good beat. I like it when it has words.
Yeah, it did.
The words came there later. But your smart ass comments the whole damn thing is all right. So anybody that was watching those comments, those were comments from Da Beach down there. Not my comments with the suckers that sit there and watch us live. Yeah, he has to be a smartass because I thank people that sit down and watch us every week.
We're on strike, we've been out on that picket line.
You can picket line, just get your ass back. Be sure you're ready to work on Friday. Every Friday, make sure your ass is ready to work because the Dabs plantation continues to roll. Man. This bus rolls on.
Oh boy, you should roll on without me.
I'll let you sit up front.
Roll on without me, and then, yeah. Now you're like, get on that fucking bus, and you're like, get the fuck is that?
What's happened is he's spoiled now.
Yeah.
I used to have to do a lot more work for this show.
Exactly. For like the first 151, odd shows, you were pulling this shit out of your ass by yourself. True. So lo and behold, 3 years ago, 2 suckers show up, and now he's like, living the life, feet up, sitting on the beach, drinking a fucking margarita while he's out there as an overseer looking at us. Get to work, boys. Come on. This ain't good enough. I want this. This is how I
All right, so let me say this.
The green font,
let me just say this. Everybody cuts their teeth somewhere. There's some place that they learn, they cut their teeth, they master their craft. So you both are welcome that I'm allowing you to cut your teeth on this show. Master intros where Beach has got intros we got a different song every week. AUBYN's pulling together all of our banners, gets everything lined up. The song is ready to go. I have lined you guys up, giving you the opportunity to learn on the show for free. So actually, you should be paying me.
Oh my God.
I'll have to
be paying him.
Dave, we're gonna have to shop around and that
once I get a call from Tough Talk, I'm bringing you along.
Yeah, of course, definitely.
Yeah. So, all right.
My girl works there, and
all right. So we're gonna move on because the old men crying like a bunch of babies on here. We ain't listening to a bunch of crying. So, I just want to say thanks for you guys joining in on Streaming Matters /Player Pass, which will be on the second hour. If you've not watched our show before, we do talk about tech items. I don't always allow them to complain because once I get talking, they won't have a chance to talk anyway. So, we're on here. We'll try to give you some information about tech items that may be happening right now, as well as ways that you might save some money, because right now everybody is crunching with the cost of living. Inflation worldwide has gone up and people need to save some money. So hopefully you learn a little something on this show, or hearing from people over on the side chat that are willing to post their thoughts, or the people on the panel that were able to help you save some money. In the second half of the show, the second hour, we will be doing our movie review, which is Play or Pass. And today's movie is Minecraft. We will be reviewing it, giving our thoughts. So if you've not seen it, you don't want spoilers, we're letting you know in next hour we will cover that, but that's an hour away. And we'll get that going, and hopefully you're able to learn a little something on the show and share that knowledge with somebody else. And we always have people over in the side chat that are in our here every week. Paul's here every week. Redneck's here every week. Mike is here almost every week. Kodi man, Jason's here. Well, Jason's on the panel. Soheil, Trevor. I mean, these guys are here. Nookie here every single week, and I appreciate that people taking time away from their busy day to just hang out with us. Oh, there's Mr. Carl. Wow, looky here. There's our man Carl. Host. If you're looking for hosting, antisocial, awesome hosting
Carl has
site.
been on here for a long while.
Yep.
Carl, if you want to jump in, just hit me up, man.
Yeah, great guy. Has antisocial hosting. So if you're looking for very inexpensive and well-ran hosting, this is the guy that can help you out. What's up, Motorman? And we had a guest that over on the side chat, our Syncler developer, the Syncler developer is in the house because we're gonna talk a little bit about 2.0 in some of our experiences with it, and if you want some information about it, hopefully I'll be able to give you some information. I am no expert on Syncler. I'll be honest with you. I didn't start really trying it till this past week. This week, well, I should say after Friday, I started testing it, trying to get a feel for it, because I had heard about it, but had never really used it. I take that back. I used it when it first came out years ago, and it just seemed like forever ago. I used it, and I just love Kodi, so I fell back into Kodi, but I found once I saw that 2.0 was coming out, I thought, hey, let's go check this out. He hit me up, and I appreciate him being on the side chat. So if you have questions about Syncler, post them over here, and we've got the the person that's going to be able to answer your questions, not getting it from me or from Spider that we may or may not know the answer. I'd rather you get the correct answer from the source. So if there's questions, please post them over in the side chat. Anything we need to, before I go in, start up, AUBYN?
Everyone will notice on the bottom right there, you should, we're seeing everyone's ticker go by of their posts. So you're really more part of the team in a way, because since I can't type out there, and because of Todd,
you can't blame me for your YouTube's woes.
Yeah,
your
yes, I
YouTube
can.
woes are your woes, not mine. I didn't have anything to do with it. YouTube banned you, not my fault.
What? He's got this black guy coming on. Well, they put that big X on me.
Oh, Jesus. All right. This is 2025, man. We got to leave the old things behind us. All right. And we have a good time. So, folks, don't get too. We have a great time. We all cut up and have a great time, and we will rib each other quite harshly at times. So it is what it is. We're all friends. We've been friends a long time. So let's go ahead. Let's get kicked off with our discussion on Syncler. And I have this. I think I have this link posted down below. If I don't, at the end of the show, I will update it. I had a link to Reddit. And that I added yesterday when I created the show. But what I will do is I will make sure that you have the correct one. So what I'm reading and showing here on the screen, you can read the same links, read it yourself. So 2.0 was released today, a number of hours ago. I mean, it was like, what, 4, 5, 6 hours ago, maybe?
Yep.
So, actually, here it says 3 hours ago that this was posted.
Yeah,
So
around 2 o'clock Eastern, I think, somewhere around that time.
So it's been now. What is Syncler? Some people are, what is this? So Syncler is an APK that gives you the option or the ability to link in to pull content, to pull movies or TV shows, to be able to watch them on a TV or an Android device or your phone, and you're able to do it. And what they're trying to do with this is trying to make it as easy and seamless. We have so many people that say, I want that Netflix look, especially us Kodi guys that we see weekly, that someone says, what skin can make it look like Netflix? So Syncler does give you that look, that row of options for you to choose on the content that you're wanting to watch. So it's a way to watch movies and TV. You're not able to watch live on this. So before we get questions, because I know people, where do I watch this game? You're not able to watch it. This is going to be TV and movies. I would highly suggest, and I think you have to have some type of a premium account with this, and that means Real to Brib, Premiumize, Torbox, Aldebrid. I'm trying to think of what other ones I saw on the list. Well, those are the main ones. There was another one, something Estebrid. So there was you got to have a premium account. And for you guys, I know if you guys watch the show, you probably know what a premium account is. So you're going to have a premium account to be able to pull content. You have to install a package, which that's your scraper package for us Kodi people. You have to install that scraper package. It doesn't come in with Syncler. Somewhat like Umbrella or Fen do the same thing, where the scraper package is not part of the actual add-on. You have to import that by you importing a URL and going through a few steps that creates that separation between the developer of the add-on or the APK as this is. That puts a separation between the person that's just creating an APK, an app, and then you saying, hey, I want to put this content on here. I need to go, and that person has to, that puts the ownage on the end user, not the developer. And that's where that separation is, that kind of helps to shield an app developer or an add-on developer. It gives them that separation. So you have to do that. It's not difficult. It's not hard, but it's not just click, click, I'm done. You have to put in a little bit of work to do it through a URL. So this will give you that Netflix look with the different bars of these are the action movies. And I know like when you link to Trakt or something like that, it gives you the bunch of different options on that. Let me try to make this a little bit larger. And hey, since I'm looking at Vivaldi for me sharing the screen here, if somebody over there chats or if the Syncler developer has something to say, just barge in because I can't see if he talks or somebody says something and I can't see it. In here talking about what's new for the 2.0. So it's giving a faster browsing, like when for pulling faster source browsing, that means scraping, able to pull the links. Auto fallback. So if a source fails, it does offer at the top of whenever you do your search, you'll see there is autoplay, and it's a simple toggle button right there at the top. And you can toggle, the default was 5. Once it finds 5 sources, it will autoplay if you turn that on. It's off by default, but you can turn that on because people want that. I don't want to have to click which link. They just want it to play. So that does offer that. It offers the preloading of next episodes. So that reminds me, like I know Finn did that, and I think Microgen did it where, so say you're on episode 1 of a show, it will start to grab the link, like you're getting close to the end of episode 1, it will grab the link for episode 2, so it's ready to go. You don't have to wait for that period of time for it to finish once your episode's finished. So that's a nice feature. They revamped the UI. Now, I didn't use the 1.0. I wasn't using 1.0, so I can't really say how much different I saw it. Spider, I know you used 1.0. I'm not sure if, like, on how much of a UI difference that as an end user, how much you see it different.
It is different. It looks more like Netflix now than it did before, and it's a little bit easier to switch around. Like if you want to change from Trakt to TMDB for the sourcing and home screens. 1.0 didn't really have home screens. 2.0 has you can set up your own home screen, so you can go through and say, I just want to have my continue watching and maybe trending movies and trending shows, and that's it, show up on the screen. And that's something that's new and really, I think, is a real nice feature that's in 2.0.
Yeah, it's multiple users, so I do like this. And I haven't tested this, but I do love the idea because some people say, well, I want to have it for multiple people in my house, but I don't want my kids watching this type of stuff. Can we create? So in here, you can multiple profiles. So you can have multiple people having profiles. And did I see that when watching together on a device, family members, everyone gets their own synced watch history. So if your kids are using it, when you go to continue watching, it's not showing Bluey or something, that you may not want to watch. It's so if you log in as your profile, you're going to be able to do it. And I did see, like, when you go into the profile at the very beginning, it's pretty easy to swap from one profile to the other. So that is pretty nice. The scrobbling in the does a really good job. I haven't seen an issue. I know that me and Spider were talking about it. We might have talked about it last week. Of some people complained about an issue with Trakt at times where if you're using Kodi and then you use Syncler and you're using the same Trakt account, that he said that there were some people complained that they would have an issue with some of the shows. I experienced none of that. I linked right into my Trakt account, which is I have it linked into on one setting it's Fen, the other one is Umbrella. And the shows that I was watching on the Shield up here, when I went downstairs and checked Syncler, it knew. I had only had one issue where I think I closed out the app. I think I was downstairs. I watched a couple episodes of a TV show, and I think I shut the app down too quickly. And so when I came upstairs, it was one episode behind.
Yeah.
And I figured that's my issue because me not allowing it to relay to Trakt that, hey, I had watched episode 3. I kind of cut it off too quickly. So that could have been on me. But other than that, I didn't see any issue. I don't know about you, Spider, if you've seen any of those kind of issues. I mean, I didn't see any of it.
I haven't seen anything other like that, so it's been a lot smoother this time. And you're right, when you're using Syncler, you want to avoid force closing it, and because it won't quite scrabble very well, and that's a Trakt thing. That's not just in Syncler. That's in other add-ons and stuff too.
That's in Kodi. We've seen that. Right. I've seen that in Kodi when people are like, "Well, I didn't remember my show." I'm like, "Did you just close it out as soon as your show was done? It didn't have time, to call back because scrabbling is reporting back to Trakt, and so you sometimes got to give it a minute, give it some time to call back and say, hey, we watched this episode, so that it's on the cloud, so that when you go to watch it on another device, it's able to remember it or be able to keep it. One of the other things, now I gave out a handful of codes that the Syncler developer had given me last week. And a bunch of people hit me up on Telegram. I gave out those codes for a free month. But if you missed out on that, or you don't know how to get in touch with me on Telegram, well, guess what? He's given everybody a month of Syncler Plus. And so on there, when you go into Syncler, it'll have like join, it'll say Syncler Plus. If you click that, it's going to ask for a code. And so if you put in S2, I'm assuming that's a small S. I'm not sure because I haven't tested. So S2 will give you that month free of the Syncler Plus. So you'll be able to get all full functions and do any kind of testing. And it gives you a feeling. I love the idea of that, because maybe this isn't the app for you. Maybe this, for whatever reason, you don't like the UI, whatever the reasons that it just doesn't fit your taste and your needs. Well, then you have a month to try it, and you can say, you know what, after a month, it's not for me. Or you give it a month, and after that learning curve, you're like, hey, I really do like this. It fits my family's needs, and yes, I could use this. Then, hey, then you've got a free month to test it, and then you can sign up. It's, I think that it was, for me, Canadian, I think it was $15 Canadian for a year. Now, it might be cheaper I'm not sure if that was Canadian or US, because I know when I went to do it, it was like $15. And that gives you a year of Plus. So if you wanted that, once you've done it, you're able to sign up and use it.
And you can also use so with each key, you get a set number of devices. Yeah. And you can share that. So if you got, I think the minimum is 5 devices, you only use one, you want to let your family members use that key, you can give them the key and they can use that also. So.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Yeah, because the minimum is 5 devices, and they have different tiers. So if you're a person, you're like, well, I got a bunch of devices. I got 10 devices. They're just a little bit more gets you 10 devices, and a little bit more than that is 25 devices or something like that. Yeah. So if I can see where somebody's doing 25 or 50 devices, that's not your normal user. That's probably somebody that's trying to set up a bunch of other people. So I'm like, okay, well, I understand. And it does, what is kind of cool with this is able to pull your account. So if you set it up and then I go and I want to set it up on another device, you install it and then you can log in and then it pulls all that data, your Real Debrid, your Premium Eyes, your Trakt accounts, pulls all that stuff in. You don't have to re-enter all that in a second time. And I know with Kodi, people say, well, I want to put my setup on another device. And I'm like, well, you can do it. You just got to back it up, and then there's a number of steps, but you can do it. This you don't. It's your profile is on the cloud, and you're able to log in on another device, and it just pulls your data, somewhat like, I guess, like a Netflix would do. Where it doesn't matter which device you're using, you log in as you, and it knows what you were watching and saying, hey, these are your favorite shows and stuff like that.
Hey, Dobbs, you paid 15 Canadian. It's $10.92 American.
Well, see, so it's sometimes it's painful to have to do the conversions. So I think we showed this last week.
This was before you jump out.
Oh, yeah, bud.
You got a couple of stars there.
Thank you. Let me up over here. Worth noting, you have to back out of a player in Syncler for scrobbling to be recorded. Okay, good point. So that's, I guess, you'd be backing out. So that would back out to the home screen of Syncler.
Yes.
Because if you're in the part where it has all the links, that's still not, you're still in the player. So the player would be the interface with the play and all that. So, okay. So you got to back out, be on the home screen of Syncler for it to note. Nookie says, never use Syncler. How much does it cost? I use Streamio and you love it. So, and then she also asked, okay, do I still need Real Debrid? Yes or no? Yes. You will need Debrid or Premiumized or one of those types of services. Much love for Nick's all the way. Okay. Well,
I gotta say go Pacers, but
yeah. All right. So we're gonna get and we're not talking about hockey because my team made it to the conference finals, and they've shit the bed so far. So yes, he says backing out to the source page is good enough. Thank you. Okay, good. Thank you. Sorry, should have elaborated. Backing out to the links page is enough and scrobbling. All right, awesome. Thank you. And again, I'm honest with you guys. It's not an app that I've used a lot. I mean, I didn't just till this past weekend. Last weekend, I started testing it, trying to see, because I don't know. I mean, I have super love for Kodi, and everybody knows that. Mm-hmm. But I love seeing different interfaces and different apps. And I know that most of my friends and family that I have tried to get on Kodi, I think I'm only at about a 5% success rate on people that I show Kodi and say, hey, you want to use this? I'd say it's probably about 5% that say, yeah, and they stick with it. And they're like, that is awesome, because there's a learning curve to it. Mm-hmm. So if there's another app, and I know that
drink up, everyone.
Yeah, you're lucky I didn't bring my booze. I didn't bring my booze in here. Nookie talking about Streamio, and again, another thing that's easy for some people to figure out, and some people just run with it. It's like, makes sense to me, and we're here to not say, hey, use this one or use that one, giving you options. If you want to use Jellyfin, knock yourself out, or whatever app that seems to be fit your needs. If Netflix works for you, hey, who am I to judge you? Well, I do, but but yeah, so we just try to give information, let people figure out what's going to fit their needs. And I think that this is the one. I think this was the video. Yeah, so this was the video we showed last week. I'll kind of let it just run through here. And this is some of the stuff that's in 2.0. That's when you hit expand on a TV show or your list. Reordering, moving stuff around. So if you want different order. This is where you want to add some things to your home screen. And this is showing basically the scrobbling of one device to another. And creating a backup. Now, this creates a backup locally, if I'm not mistaken. I think that backup does a local.
And you can use that at another location in the house.
Yeah, yes, but you would have to. But it's stored locally, is
Yeah,
I
but
understand. Yeah, then
yeah,
you'd
that's
have to
okay.
get.
You can, connect to it from, your machine to copy the file, to the other device.
And we're gonna see. There's still some hate going on for Trakt this week.
Yeah,
Some pissed off
we
people.
should get into that. 'Cause,
We will. Yeah, we'll. So cool promo video here. Let me stop this. So again, this link is right here. Direct download. He's got a link right here, as well as a downloader code. So if you're a person that has downloader, you can do that. They've got a guide here. So if you're on 1.0 or you're on the older version, they've got a guide here that's going to help you to set it up. Full installation and setup guide here. So again, I will have this link. This is on Reddit. If you can do a search on Reddit, you'd find this, but I will update the show descriptions down below to give you a link to this page. And then if there's anything on this page that you would like to get to, you'll be able to get it. But then again, he also gave a thanks to all the people testing. And a huge thanks out to him for creating this stuff, because people sometimes just want to complain when things aren't run right, but there's a lot of code and a lot of work goes into creating these types of applications. And I give major kudos to the people that are willing to put in the work and try to help other people save money, try to find the content they want, things to fit their needs. So he gave a shout out to everybody and all the work. And again, even has like a question section in here. If I'm on 1.0, will I be forced to use 2.0? And he's got the answer right there. It says no, there'll be a 1 month grace period, may extend further, and probably just trying to work out the bugs. So once I think it's super stable, maybe then would kind of push people to be into 2.0. But I could see where he would not want to have a 1.0 and a 2.0 and trying to update both, because they're two separate applications. So nobody's going to want to keep both up. So again, lots of questions answered in here. And yeah, go ahead, Spider.
Well, I was going to say, it's just like a Kodi add-on that you're trying to keep one for 20.1 and another version for 21.2. Eventually, it's too much work. And so you got to move, people don't like change, but unfortunately, if you want to keep improving and especially for when you got a developer that's working on their own, doesn't have like a whole team of people behind them to do all the work for them like you have here. So, it's a lot for him.
Yeah, you're right.
If you need any help, you know
you're free. You're free. You're free to help.
Yeah, I'm free to help him.
Okay.
Come off that pick line.
Aubyn's like, what app you want to use? Oh, no, I only support Plex. My support only goes to Plex.
By the way, I got a big question. Is Blue using it?
Using
Syncler.
What? Yes, she has used it. I mean, my wife is a techie person.
I know. That's why I'm asking.
When I went and I installed new things, and you know me, I'm always installing new shit. So you got a new program we're going to be testing? I'm like, yeah, I thought I'd try this. And she's like, all right. And then she's like, here's the remote. I'm like, it's not. So she knows me, and she knows when my brain gets to wanting to test something and try something. And she knows when I say, hey, can I have the remote for a second? I want to check something. Because she knows. And so we've used it. Now she's a Plex Kodi person. Plex first, Kodi second. So those are her two main ones right now.
Oh,
So
so you're admitting that now.
honestly, now she
I
was
can roll
warning-
back. I can roll back.
She-
A couple weeks, and you said, "Oh no, my
she-
wife isn't a Plex person anymore."
if you
She's
give her
lost
the
to
option,
Kodi.
she's gonna go for Plex first because
Okay.
that's her first. Now, if she's with me, my first is not Plex, but
Right. When she's with me,
all right. So question. So Syncler developer says core improvement in Syncler 2.0 is that you can set up a friend's account on your device, then guide them to install and log into that account, and all they have to do is to press play after. There again, that's pretty helpful when we've dealt with the TR people that that Dave came up with that term. When we have our friends that are TR, it's very frustrating. So yes, you could set this up and walk and get them right into it. And so that is a benefit to having stuff like that. Says users can continue to use 1.0 for the next 3 months so that they can upgrade at their own pace. And again, be able to upgrade it and be ready to go on the new version. So there's always going to be people pissing and moaning about whenever they have to upgrade, and that happens constantly. Look at Arthur, been a happy user. Yep. Well, and Real to Brid has made some made the changes. I don't think that game is over in France's France pushing the limits. I think France is going to push on more. We've seen it, read it on about the soccer, I think this week, and
they're going after the VPN.
Yeah. Because that's what people are using. I mean, they're going after DNS, they're going after the VPNs. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Wish you had the big drives now, huh, buddy?
You're a Plex snob. So yeah, check it out. I will have these links down below. If not, you can go and do a little search and look up Syncler 2.0, and you're going to have Reddit threads. And let's see if I can find that code. Where was that downloader code? So 88306 is the downloader code. So pretty easy. If you guys got downloader, you can download it and check it out. And let me know, hit on Telegram or on here on the show notes, the show descriptions. Let me know what you're thinking. What things did you find that you like, that you don't like, that you want to try? Again, I love reading what people come up with, and I'm like, oh, didn't even know that was such an option.
Yeah, there's quite a few things about that we haven't even covered yet. You'd be surprised how much it has for features compared to a lot of other APKs out there.
Yeah, it's not a Cinema HD. more going on than just something like that. So we know that there's a lot of people that love that Cinema HD. There's a lot more work goes into this than there was in Cinema HD, and even FlixVision. I played around with that for a while, and I got rid of it off all of my devices after reading too many questionable things that was in it. So be careful what you're installing on your devices, because it could be not so good for you. So Trakt, you mentioned Trakt earlier. So I've been reading up on Trakt official announcements have been silenced. It's crickets. You're not hearing anything. I have seen dozens and dozens and dozens of people posting that they're going to stop they're going to cancel their VIP. My VIP is out next month. I highly doubt that I will move. I will continue to my VIP at $60 a year. If it had stayed $30, I would have would have definitely done it with $30, but $60, I don't think I will upgrade it, and we're going to see where this goes. There is some talk on add-ons for Kodi. There is a scrobbling application that was in development last year, and this application it's been reopened, and the developer is kind of looking at it again in May, looking to release it again. And let's see if I can
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name of it too.
yeah, hold on a second. Let me go in here for
I want to say
Trakt.
Yam
Trakt. So there's Trakt to be able, and I want to say this was Trakt, and this I believe was self-hosting, and from what I read, I'm thinking it's saved on your device.
Okay.
But some discussion on it. They're still early on. I know the developer of Umbrella has talked about some ideas that he had to creating some stuff or to find workarounds, so you wouldn't have to use Trakt. I think that the mass exodus of Trakt is going to happen. I think it's happening. I think in the next year of Trakt, they're going to be in big trouble. I think financially, I think they're going to be hammered.
Yeah.
And if it's, I still believe that I think they're in financial issues, and that's why they went up on the price for new users, as well as I think that going up on the price with the VIP, I think just screams that they're in financial trouble, that they've overextended themselves for whatever reasons. I think that they're overextended. And I think that when they see the VIPs that they're expecting those people to all upgrade not happen, I think that they're going to get hit. It's going to hit them hard. I think the only people that are probably going to be upgrading are the people that are auto renewing that did not pay attention to that email that went into their junk folder, because it went to my junk folder, which I have tracked as it's saved. It's a regular email that I get, and it went to my junk folder, and I missed it until I read it, and I'm like, well, I didn't see that email, and I went and looked, and there it was. So I think there's a lot of people that once that starts hitting their account, they're going to say, whoa, $60. And I think it's going to be a problem for them. I think it's going to be a major problem. So
yeah,
a lot of people depend on Trakt, a lot of APKs, a lot of add-ons. I'm concerned with getting rid of them, or if they go belly up.
Yeah,
I don't think that's good for the community.
Unfortunately, I can't get rid of them yet because I have to pull over a lot of my lists, and I can see them on my Plex side, but I guess what I hate that I'm gonna lose is the dates of everything that I watched. So I just need to see if there's a way for me to get all that info. So if I have to dump it in my own database and continue on, at least I get all my information out of Trakt that I put in there, because I spent too much time. Because that's the time I spent before I had Plex. That's the time I spent in Trakt getting all my stuff in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I gotta do something.
Be tough. Hey, this is 751 voters, and this is in Reddit add-ons for Kodi. And again, so keep in mind, this is not just basic user. These are Kodi users. So that's I think we need to make sure that people understand that it is Kodi users, and 95% say no, they will not renew. 95% of 750 votes. Like I said, that's a big number. That's a big number. But again, these are people that are on this Reddit thread, or people that stay informed, that know what's going on. So those are the people that are going to cancel it before it renews. The people that don't follow as closely are going to be people that may it may slip through, this auto withdrawals. I mean, that's how a lot of things people pay for that stuff. I thought so. We didn't have a lot of going on this week. We had.
Did you want to read this one here though?
Oh wait!
Jumped out of Trakt.
Her Trakt are paying for access to unified partnerships for streaming platform scrobbling, and the features are pushed to all even if VIPs don't want it. Right. Yeah, I mean, I think that Trakt is trying to be, they want to be a bigger player than what they are right now. And I think they want to expand their markets, and they probably want to. But the people that brought them through all these years to get them where they're at are the people that are, those aren't the people that are going to be using for all these streaming platforms. So if they may just say, well, screw all those people using it for Kodi or Plex or all these APKs. We only care about the people that are using it with Netflix and Paramount Plus and Amazon Prime and all these things like that. Okay, if that's where you're gonna hitch your horse to.
Yeah, right.
Okay, all right, we'll see where that gets you.
Yeah,
because that area is saturated. Why do we see streaming services all going up on the prices? Why do we see them combining other services? They're merging together because it's oversaturated. So if they want to be that Watch Now or that portal piece, okay, see how that works for you. I don't think the business model, I don't think that's going to be long term. And again, they're going up on the price for that. Maybe. I feel like they're bleeding money. I think they got an issue, and we'll see. Salim says a few users in Trakt forum are making assumptions, and I'm making assumptions too, that they are doing this to boost their company value for a possible acquisition. Okay. Possibly no truth in that. Sure, maybe they're trying to sell. I mean, that's but I don't know. I think that it's a problem. I don't know where they're going to go with this. I know that I won't be renewed. And again, I'm a VIP. I've been a VIP for a long time, and I can find other things to get by with, and I will. Being a cord cutter, you have to adapt. If you cannot adapt, cord cutting is not for you. You have to be able to adapt as the landscape changes. Things go away, things break, things happen. You've got to be able to pivot, to adapt and move forward. Because if you don't, well, then you're just might as well call your cable company. Just call them, or just set up Netflix. Because what we do is it's evolving all the time. What we do. So, and I'm cool with that. It's kind of the fun of it. So we were talking, since we didn't have a lot of stuff on for today's show, I want to we'll talk about some apps, and I'll talk about mine real quickly, and then I'll let Beach talk about his. So I've had an NVIDIA Shield since 2015, November 2015, I think I bought my first one. How I didn't know they had a fucking app for my phone. Where was I? I learn every day. These guys, after last week's show, we were talking about Syncler and having to put the API in, or the API, put the key in. And it's a long code. So I'm like, man. But I did it. I actually did mine downstairs by looking at my phone and typing in. I typed in every one of those digits, which was what about 40 digits long or 40 letters long. It's long. But I did it and it worked. And they're like, well, why don't you just copy and paste with your Shield app? I'm like, what's Shield app? Hello, this app. The Shield. So if you have an NVIDIA Shield, you might want to check out this app. This is a really cool app. You can do it right from your phone, and you sync it to your device. Now you can sync it to multiple NVIDIA Shields, so you're able to bounce back and forth. It gives you a trackpad to where I can use it like a mouse. So us that have a Re remote or something, you know how it's a trackpad, so you can use it like that. You can also pull up the keyboard, which is right up here in this right-hand corner. And if I go to Trakt on my phone, I can go and copy that API, and then on my Shield, I go to the Syncler Plus where I put in the API for Real to Brid, and then on here I just click it and it adds that whole key right on my NVIDIA Shield. Super sweet. It has a directional where we can do like little D-pad, left, right, up, down. So if you lose your remote, boom, you got it. And then this is pretty cool. So you're able to scroll through there and you'll see all of your apps. So you can just click that. If I want to watch AMC, I can just click the button and my AMC app will open. This was, again, not available in Canada. Since I use Google Play in Canada, since I'm in Canada right now, you have to install it just via an APK. Which, if you guys want the APK, I'll have it in the Telegram room. And it's simply download it, put it on your device or on your phone, and you can install it. But if you try to go through the Google Play Store, it's region blocked for whatever reason. But if you're in the US, you can install this without a problem.
We don't want to make things too easy for you.
Yeah. Or whatever. So this, definitely check this out. I know that you guys have been using this for a while. So
forever.
Yeah.
I've been using it forever. And what I do a lot of times when I have like stuff that I need to type in, and I'll just like have it text to me, and then I just open up the text and then copy it from the text and paste it in wherever I have to.
Yeah.
Comes in pretty handy.
Yep, it's great on like Kodi when you're setting up a file manager and putting in GitHub addresses and stuff like that. You can copy and paste in, or if you gotta type it in, it's easier to type it in.
Yeah. I mean, I've used Core, which you have to be in Kodi though to use that. You can't just use it on the NVIDIA Shield. You got to be in Kodi. So yes, I've use Core and did in File Manager, copy and pasted the URL, and yeah, that was great. But then this, definitely, if you've got an NVIDIA Shield, and you got to have, I don't think this is in the Apple Store.
But you also, just so you know, also, I think it is in the Apple Store. Okay. But also, it even for users of Amazon Fire Sticks and all, there's apps that let you. There's an app from Amazon that has a remote for you, so you use that remote to do your stuff. It has the same thing, the same concept.
I did Apple Store for it. And I'm getting up. Yeah, you're right. It looks it's in the Apple Store too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, learn something new every day.
The one from Amazon. Look up the one from Amazon. See if.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's. Yeah, What's it? Amazon.
You try working on some Amazon remote. And there are other remotes that you can just download as an APK and have it sync to your device too.
Yeah, well, I don't see it. I'm not in their store. I'll have to look at their store.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The store. Yeah.
So I wanted to give Beach a chance because we've talked about launchers. We talked about this, and this is the launcher that Dave has been using. Beachy.
Yeah, that's what I've been using. Let me see here. Let's see if I can do this without screwing things up.
Share screen. There we go.
Share screen. Window. All right. So is it Sharon? Oh, there we
Yes.
go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So basically, like everybody went out, and now the new OWN 4K Plus is out. So I went and bought one to play with it. And this is a launcher I use because it's simple, it's easy, and what I like about it, it has these live wallpapers that are included in it. So it's basically just, your apps. So you have your Kodi, these are just mine, the one I want to pin. There's all my apps. If I want to change the wallpaper to something else, I just click on this and it gives you categories. So like I said, to make Dabs and Eddie feel at home, so we can give them a nice snow one. So I set as wallpaper, back out, go back to my home screen, boom, there it's changed. So there's all kind of, you don't have to have it dynamic or live. You can make it a static image, but I just like these. So, you can just go like, there you go. Click on that, click set up, set as wallpaper, boom, boom, back, boom. There you go. There's my home screen on my device. So I just have this on BlueStacks now because this is basically what I run on my own. I have a second gen 4K Max that I blocked from updates so I can still have a launcher on it. But that's basically just Emotem. I think Todd put the link there. It's simple to use launcher, easy to set up. You just put whatever apps you want on your main page, that you use all the time. There you go. And then all your other apps are here below and you just pin it up there you want. So anyways, that's what I've been doing, playing with it.
Yeah, and again, that the launch, people bitch all the time about launch. They're like, I hate the new Shield. I don't want to see the ads or this or that. You know what? You can get a launcher, and it may take your device a few more seconds to boot up because it kind of has to start to load its regular OS and then swap over to the launcher. So we're talking a few extra seconds on boot up. But once you're
really
using
not
it,
that noticeable. It really is pretty quick.
No. Again, it's cool to have a full customized. I want to say the one that I was using, it didn't have dynamic backgrounds with this moving backgrounds. It was side load. I think it was side load, the UI launcher, and it was nice. It was cool.
Yeah.
Then I got it. I got tired of messing with it, and so I'm like, you know what?
I mean,
I can look at the ads. I don't care.
I used the Wolf launcher for a long time. Then I stumbled across this one, and it's simple and easy as it can be. I just put whatever apps I use the most. I can rearrange the order of them, put in whatever order I want, and it's just simple. So if you're looking for a simple launcher that comes with wallpapers and stuff, you don't have to unload a pic or do anything. You just click on the category you want, and you saw how easy it is. So that's just my little thing that I do.
Yeah, that's seamless loop too, because I don't see like some loops will be where you can see where it starts and gets to the end of the loop, and then it pops back. But this is a seamless one, so it's one of those perfect loops. So it does a really good job of not doing. Ian asked a question. Hey guys, good question. Hey, question to Butcher and crew. Trying to launch Kodi on boot up Campfire. Any options on my Shield? I would clear the cache. Go into the application, into the settings, and clear cache. Sometimes. So, again, I may be incorrect, but in my mind, what I believe happens is sometimes Kodi, when people shut it down, it's like something is hanging in there. It didn't finish writing. It doesn't write to the hard drive exactly the right way. So it's like kind of caught in a loop. And then when you try to go back into Kodi, it can't because it's caught in this little loop, so it just stays black screen. A lot of times you can go in and just clear the cache, and it will then go and launch it, and you have no problem. Do not clear data unless you want to start with a brand new Kodi from scratch.
He's talking about letting it. Isn't he talking about letting it start up every time?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think that's what he's asking. He's wanting to launch. As soon as he turns on the shield, he wants it to launch directly.
So he wants it to auto launch.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. If you use a launcher, some of them let you. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can have the shield launch Kodi automatically when you turn it on. I think Aubyn's right. I think you got to use a launch. I think Wolf Launcher, maybe Modem might be able to. Well, so I know some of the launchers will let you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't say
open
that
I've open one up. I'm trying to think of. There was something
You can't do it by default. It's not going to be a default action because if I think about it,
it is if you have the what's that thing? I gotta check on mine real quick.
Well, you got productivity. We talked about productivity launch.
Yeah, the problem a lot of people, and there are a ton of features in productivity. Well, what I don't like about it is all the permissions it asks for. It wants to be able to read all your messages, all your texts. It wanted all this crap that it's a freaking launcher. I just want to have something different than all the freaking ads you see, So that's why I like this emote. Simple. Yeah, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles. You can customize Wolf Launcher and productivity a lot of different ways, but I'm just looking for something simple that had some neat little feature in it. Just fire it up, use the 5 or 6 apps that I use all the time. That's all I need.
I thought there was something in the, maybe it might be device preferences when you go into your developer options. If you have the developer options open, somewhere there I thought it had something about loading at launch, and then you could put an app in there, and it would open it up every time.
I'll have to look at that.
Development in there.
That's what the launchers do because they're setting up the load up on launch. But
right. Yeah, but I saw in that developer options. I think there was a thing there to turn that you could turn that on. Trying to find it.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'll have to look at that. I don't remember. I mean, developer options give
a lot of
it
stuff.
could be in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never. I'll definitely I mean, I always like to have a little project. Be like, can you do that? I'll definitely take a look at that.
Okay. Well, and a simple way of doing it would be use button remapper.
Yeah.
So when you go to turn on your shield,
it'll
just remap the Netflix button to Kodi. So you just hit Netflix and Kodi opens as soon as you launch it.
Huh. Well, awesome.
Even when you power it on, you can, because there was another one that I know you could. The heck was it? I can't remember the name of it. So
yeah, so he's wanting to auto launch it.
Yeah, you can
set up with his media server.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like I said, because like at night when I'm go to bed, I just basically you just putting your shield to sleep.
Yeah.
If you remap the Netflix button to open Kodi, all you have to do as soon as you hit that Netflix button, the shield's going to wake up and it's launched directly into Kodi.
So I use an app launch on. Or is that on?
On.
I'm guessing. Huh. Well, that's that's a neat idea. It's a neat idea.
When if you hold it down, that other button remapper that like if you hold down the power button, you can have the power button open up Kodi or something. No. Okay.
What's up, Mr. Andrew?
Hey.
Boo.
Hello.
All right. So we're gonna go. Well, we're gonna have to change gears here. This is where we run to the player pass because we're gonna do the review of Minecraft. So Aubyn, we got to do the spin the wheel.
Yeah.
And then
Get down there first.
yeah, and then the items that are going on the things
wheel.
that happen this weekend.
Okay,
Yeah. Hold on, let me share.
Hold on.
Ding, ding, ding.
Season.
Bump.
Let me. I'll pull that out of the way. So this is for the wheel for May 30th next week. Episode 16. On the wheel we have Andrew in green with Sinners. I'm in purple with Juror number 2. Dabs is in red with Carry On. Eddie is in green with Freaky
Sinners.
Tail.
Oh no,
Freaky
green.
Tail.
Green is Sinners.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gray.
Gray.
I'm in gray.
Gray. I'm sorry. Gray for Freaky Sinners. The beach. He's on a little slim down right now.
Yeah. I just
Yeah. Well,
the
let
uninvited.
me tell you, it's fucking what? I miss a month because I'm fucking moving. Haven't watched shit. I picked 2 movies,
Yeah.
you know, and they've both been fucking dog turds. So guess what? I'm in charge of the fucking wheel. I tried to make it even smaller. That's the smallest I could make it, so at least it would show up.
Well, I guess,
All right.
and I landed on
It's
it.
a good try.
Okay.
It's a good try. All right.
So wait, hold on. So Beach in that little sliver of blue, he has the uninvited, and Jason is in yellow with Gladiator 2. So all the rest of us are free.
And I'm in.
All right. So I got to make sure to vote. So all right. So let's spin the wheel.
Oh no!
Okay.
Yeah,
All
2.
right. All right.
Oh, I haven't watched it yet, so hopefully it doesn't suck.
Man.
Okay. All right. I've seen it twice. Okay.
Oh, I saw it once.
All right. So Gladiator 2 is our movie of the week next week. Thank you. Was that Jason? Whose movie was that?
That's fine.
Okay. Thank you, Spider, for we're gonna watch Gladiator 2. Okay. All right. I'd love to hear what people's thoughts in this is going to be. So make sure you guys watch it before next week so that you can give input on what you think of this movie, because you guys on the side chat are welcome to give your input. Anything before we go to the other events?
Well, we have first do the. Do you want to do the votes first?
No, we do the votes at the end.
We do it at the end.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
After everybody on the panel bashes my fucking pick, you know, then we go to vote.
Okay. All right.
All right. And,
Okay. And
events? Are you, any fights tonight or tomorrow?
There's a fight tomorrow. Hold on, pull that up.
Okay.
Whoopsie. Because that was at the bottom. Because we normally would you change everything up on me here.
Well, sometimes when I don't do this first, then you're like, "Hey, we didn't talk about the fights."
Oh gosh. Okay, we have tomorrow night. Blanchfield versus Barber, KC Barber. And it's going to be at the Apex. Prelims start at 6 p.m. Main card is at 9 p.m. So we have those 2 ladies battling it out. How they got the a fight, top of the fight card, and we just watched Joanna, not be a main card holder. I just don't get it. But we'll see who else is fighting on it. tomorrow.
It's not what you know, it's who you know, or who you
Yeah.
know. All right. There it is.
Whoops.
I was like,
Andrew.
all right, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. All right.
It was me.
All right, so let's go ahead and jump into Minecraft the movie. So, spoiler alerts, there will be spoiler alerts. Please, you people over in the side chat, let us know what you think as we run through this particular movie. So, this was Dave's pick, and this movie has done pretty well. And let's just open the door.
Well.
Let's just open the doors to Minecraft the movie. What are we thinking of this, gentlemen?
I saw this at the cinema, and it was not as bad as I thought, to be fair.
Yeah.
And I know it's got a lot of it's had a few people give it some stick, but because it's, well, I don't know why. I guess it's just like people who play Minecraft all the time. But I found it enjoyable. It's very enjoyable for kids, and it's got a lot of hooks. It's got a lot of hooks that can pull people into it. It's got loads of viral moments in it, like chicken jockey, Steve's lava chicken, that kind of thing's all over TikTok and stuff. So it's very marketable, and I like I quite like what they did with the CGI for the Minecraft world. So it actually wasn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm. Well, the acting in this, it's overacted, but to be honest, I'm not the demographics for this movie. I am not the demographics. There's nobody on this panel that's demographics for this. Not even Andrew, who is our youngest member on the panel. Mm-hmm. It's geared towards tweens and 20-year-olds that have been playing this game and have spent, if they made a game about, Doom, would kids get it? Well, I would, so there is
a movie about Doom.
Yeah, there was. It was.
It was very bad.
Yeah, it wasn't
right.
But this movie, I thought that to me it looked pretty, but I'm not the demographics for it, so I couldn't hate it just because I'm not the demographics. I think
it did have some funny bits in it.
It did. I mean,
like the thing with the creeper, and then the end where she's trying to she's virtually dead the main bad guy. It's just saying to Jack Black's character Steve, she's like, just come here for a second. I want to tell you something. No surprise that she's got she just keeps trying to stab him with a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah. All slow.
Yeah.
And Jennifer Coolidge at the very end. Jennifer Coolidge with the guy, their first date, they're gonna get married, and all of a sudden, the blockhead, starts speaking perfect English.
Yeah.
And I will say, Andrew, I think you would have liked it even more because I thought it looked pretty good in 3D last night.
Yeah, Dave made it in 3D, and it looked good.
Can I confess?
Yes.
I got home from work and I was like, right, I need to watch the movie in VR, and then I started doing something else, and I got tired, and I was like, oh, I'm going to bed, and then I woke up this morning, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot to watch the movie in VR. Luckily, I had already seen it, but I was planning on watching it in big screen. I just completely forgot about it.
Uh-huh.
It looked. I mean, the Dave converting this to 3D. I mean, there was only a handful of places where the 3D was kind of a little bit more pixely, but 98% of the movie was really good, and it really gave even more depth to it, without being in your face depth, if that makes sense. It added to the movie in so many ways. I was like, oh man, I said it a bunch of times while we're watching. I'm like, Dave, this is really good.
Yeah, it did look really good.
It looked good, and it added to the movie. It didn't take away.
Like Deb said, it was really geared to a certain audience. I want to know how many people out there actually play Minecraft, because I don't. I never have. I didn't know if that was, part of the issue.
Yeah.
It's millions. It's millions of people.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
It's
so
one of the
far away.
most streamed games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so far away from me that I couldn't. I just couldn't get it. I couldn't get it. Well, I'm like that with anything millennial. That's why I stay in my house, is because of millennials. I'm afraid of really hurting one of them children. Really, I'm serious. They're just like, it's a whole nother language, that I just don't understand.
Well, I'll say I really like Jason Momoa. I like that he doesn't take himself seriously. Or, he doesn't take himself too serious. He will do corny, weird. What was it? There was that one where he was the bad guy. One of the franchises. Was it Fast and Furious? Was he?
Yeah.
Was he the bad guy in that one?
Yeah, he was.
And Fast and Furious, the movies suck. To be honest, Fast and Furious movies, that franchise has gone to shit. But the last one I watched, I really enjoyed Jason Momoa in his, because he doesn't take himself serious. He's trying to be over the top, and to me, genuinely funny in that, just being him. Him being this video game super phenom from the 80s, and he's still living off of that.
Can I just interject there for 1 second? I don't know if you know Dr. Disrespect.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. It's kind of Dr. Disrespect vibes, and that's probably not kind of the vibes you want to go to after his controversies.
Well, yeah, he had. Yeah, but he was. My son watched. I watched Dr. Disrespect years ago. My son was watching it. And my son would just watch it because, he was entertaining.
He's funny as hell, right?
And very creative. So to me, when we're watching this, Jason just cracks me up. I'm like, he's funny, and I like that. I like a guy that don't take himself serious.
I like Jack Black. I know Jack Black's like an over-the-top character, but I like him.
Yes. Jack Black was playing his normal blackjack self.
Yeah.
And honestly, for me, I thought Jason Momoa did a better job in this movie than Jack Black did. Even though Jack Black's funny, I sometimes I feel like it's like he's a tryhard. His jokes and stuff. What jokes he's gonna give. So it's almost too much. But I thought. Again, I was watching it through an eye. The dick jokes, the sex jokes, the gay jokes, all those jokes. Now, for some of us, they'd be like, that's in poor taste. Let me tell you, I work with high school kids every day. They love that kind of humor and those type of, inappropriate jokes. They love that stuff. So when they're making those jokes, these kids are all in on it. So
I kept thinking those villagers looked like Eugene Levy.
Yeah.
Every time I see him, I'm like, wait, is that Eugene? Did they use him to come up with that character? But it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I probably would have liked it a lot more if I played the game, because I think they had to set up a lot, especially at the beginning, to try and make it relevant for people that don't know of Minecraft anything other than it's a game that annoying kids play. But
I just Googled, and it said the average age of Minecraft players is 24 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's been around a long time.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
It's like the only reason I picked this because that stinking movie got picked again so quick, you know, and I had to put something on the wheel. So I'm like, oh, let's put this piece of crap on there, you know. Apparently it's making a lot of money, so let's see what it's all about. So, I mean, that's like last night when the VR, first thing I said, God, I hope this movie doesn't suck because I have low expectations.
Yeah.
You know, and it's kind of like what Andrew said. It was better than I thought it was going to be. You know, yeah, it's not geared to somebody like me, but there were plenty of little parts in there you could chuckle at.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of different things. Like I said to Andrew with the knife, Jennifer Coolidge hitting the guy with his car. You know, some of the jokes. Was it great? No, but there's just everything out now sucks. There's not anything decent out there. So,
It definitely appealed to its target audience. I can say that much.
But I do like kids' movies where they sneak in a couple of jokes that only the adults get because they know the adults are going to be watching it with their kids. And the adults need something to laugh at that the kids don't get.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was a number of places. Go ahead.
For myself, I started liking this movie. The CGI was great. The acting was so-so. I had a few good chuckles in there. But when I started to think, I said, well, wait a minute. I got to say, if I like this movie, I got to say to somebody else, well, you know, this is a good movie. So the only person I could think about was my grandson, and I'm scared that he'd come back and tell me, hey, Grandpa, something wrong with you or what? You know, because this didn't really get into me. So I don't know. I had to change my mind on this one. But yeah, it's so. Can't go any farther with that.
So.
That was a PG rating. Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't show blood. The violence was just people getting knocked over and stuff, and those innuendo jokes, they're not outright. So you can say I can see where it's PG because
they didn't curse.
Nope, you didn't see. The violence was, again, it was explosions, and I thought some of the explosion things were pretty cool. But I don't know.
The action scenes were good.
Yeah.
All right. Is that everybody?
I was thinking the part where Jason Momoa and he sees what's that woman's name here, the one on the left, what's it, Jennifer Coolidge, where she's like, oh, you know, if you're looking for this, you know, she's all flirting with him, and he's like, the man that divorced you was a fool. Like, oh my God. I mean, she's thirsty. I mean, all right, so let's see. Hey, all right, so Andrew, so have you played this game?
Yes, I play it with my daughter sometimes.
Okay, so these characters here, are they in the game that blow up stuff?
The creepers.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, they're very popular.
All right, and so the townsfolks and stuff.
Everything that's everything that's in this movie is in the game. The townsfolk, they look exactly the same. Everything. Okay. The way that when they kill animals, they turn into just like slabs of meat. That's what happens in the game.
Okay.
It all happens in the game.
These pig things that are in it, you got to like kill them for points or something, or?
Yeah, they like come out at night like zombies and stuff.
So what's the deal with the night stuff? How it lasts only a couple of hours? Is that the truth, or?
Yeah. It's like goes like it's not even a couple of hours. It's just like if you're playing the game, it like could be like 10 minutes later. It's nighttime, and then you can change it and stuff.
Okay.
You can do like survival mode where you just like you've got to actually survive and like make your own food and build your own weapons and all that. Or there's like free play mode where you can just do whatever, which is usually what I just play with the Ben because I wouldn't survive 2 minutes in these games. I don't know how to do anything.
That's what I was wondering when they had these different characters. Like these got to be in the game.
Yeah, like when
these zombies, they got to be in the game.
Yeah, there are at nighttime and stuff. And like when you do when they do the bit with the little crafting table and stuff, and they put all the materials on and build the weapons. That's actually how you do it. You got to like mine for the materials and put them all on the crafting table and make the stuff.
Yeah,
make everything really through them, and then obviously apparently pink sheep or rare or something, I don't know, in the game, so that's why there's a pink sheep in the movie.
Oh, okay, all right, well, good enough. So hopefully
It's all pretty accurate to the game.
Okay,
the characters are anyway, I wouldn't say.
Is there a character that looks like Jack Black?
No.
No. Okay.
No, the character that's why everyone kicked off when he was named as Steve, because he looks nothing like the character Steve.
Okay.
If you were to Google Steve, Minecraft Steve, it's just not. It's just not Jack Black. I mean, it might come up Jack Black now.
And I guess your kids love the movie. Your daughter loved it?
My daughter enjoyed it, yeah.
Okay, all right.
All righty.
That's everyone, right?
Oh, there's your Steve.
Oh, okay.
Portrayed Jack Black. All right. So let's go ahead and give our votes on this. And people over in the side chat, be sure to vote as play or pass. Now, play would mean you would recommend this to somebody. You know, some people that you could, a person or people that you could recommend this to. And hopefully they would enjoy it. Pass means you hope to never see this ever land on a Plex account of yours or that you have access to. You hope it dies a fiery death at night in the Minecraft world. Pigs are eating. So we'll start. Let me see on the panel. So Andrew, you're to my far left. So you give this a play or a pass? Minecraft the movie.
I give it a play. I enjoyed it, and also I know people who have got children that would enjoy it, and people who just play Minecraft that would probably enjoy it as well. So yeah, I could recommend it definitely.
Okay, fair enough. Beach, this was your movie. What do you think of this movie, the Minecraft movie? Play or pass? Beach. He's on mute.
Is he on mute?
Yeah.
Beach.
See if he accidentally muted himself.
No,
there.
I freaking had an Amazon delivery come. I forgot. No, I said it was better than I expected. I know that a couple people would have liked this, so yes, I give it a play.
All right. Hey, and only an hour and 41 minutes. So yeah, sometimes we bitch about movies that are way too long. This was not.
You guys bitch about every movie that it's too long.
Nobody complained about this being too long. Eddie, play or pass for Minecraft the movie? Eddie.
What's everyone thinking about what they're gonna say?
Eddie.
Bueller.
Well, I gave it a play. I loved it. It was the best movie I've seen this year. So
I love the
I give
music.
it a play,
All right, we'll come back to Eddie G. Maybe he's fallen and he can't get up. Big Daddy Spider, do you give this a play or pass?
I'm giving it a pass. I don't think
No,
I
I'm
can
here.
recommend anyone.
So
All right,
for me,
I vote to kick Jason off the fucking panel. I'm contacting the HR department.
Oh gosh.
A hostile work environment.
All right, settle down there. Eddie, are you
Yeah,
back?
wait.
So you give this a player a pass, buddy.
yeah, but yeah. Well, I had to go from a soft play to a pass. You know, sorry, Dave. You can kick me off too.
There you go. Another
All
one.
right. So that's another pass. That's our main man, AUBYN. So what are you giving?
Dave, I know you understand how I feel about millennials, so you have to understand me giving it a pass because I don't go near any millennials that I can say here watch this movie.
As he sat there last night laughing,
yeah, I did
at
laugh.
all the fucking jokes and enjoying it. You know,
let's say I was enjoying it. Every time I woke up, and, you know, there was something funny to laugh at. Hold on, I just woke up here and it's show also, you know, and falling asleep.
Tuck it in real tight.
Yeah, no, I really can't tell anyone to watch this.
Yeah, well, fair.
I really would, you know, I hate giving you a pass because you do always tell me great things to watch, you know, but it just wasn't for me, because I don't understand the game. I didn't understand the whole concept of everything.
They talked for fucking 15 minutes about the rules, how they gave the backstory. They gave the backstory. I was like, how long are we going to give a backstory?
Yeah,
Jesus
well,
Christ.
You guys were yapping in there, you know.
Right,
and you know what?
God.
I didn't have any subtitles, so
Jesus
we can put it on that.
All right. I'm gonna give it a play. I give it a play. I could recommend this to people. Would I go back and watch this a bunch of times? No, but I will say that I can see where this will be a cult favorite for a certain demographics of kids, or younger people. I shouldn't say kids, because I can see where some people will be like, "This is so fun. It was so true to the game on so many aspects." And I think Andrew said that, hey, this is in the game. This is in the game. This is the game. So if I'm a person that's playing this game on a regular basis, you're going to love it. And I have students that are Minecraft freaks. Kids build their world builders or whatever. And so I can see where some would really, really like this. So that's my vote. I give it a play. Redneck gave it a pass. Mike gave it a play. I didn't see Nook. I didn't see her chime in on that.
Well, she left.
Yeah, she left before the movie's over, so I took that as a pass.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, AUBYN, where are we at on the official vote?
4 plays and 9 passes.
Well, once.
Sorry, Dave. I was already clicking the button.
Yeah, well, I like
This
the
is an
old
old
voting
person show.
where it showed who voted, so I could start keeping me a freaking list of people who are putting down my fucking movies to get even with.
No,
Dave is
Fuck this anonymous shit. I want to know fucking rigged voting.
The old people are taking over this show. If it's something that's below or above the 60s, it's getting a pass.
All right. Well, my next project is to make a shit ton of freaking Telegram names.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, Dave, you didn't have your fake Telegram accounts vote this week.
Yeah.
I never had, double flush, but I'm going to now.
Okay, so again, it had 4 people that liked it. I was one of them. I voted yes.
I was one.
Yeah. So I mean,
okay,
you know what?
Since Mike liked it, he should replace Jason on the panel.
Oh God.
Or Eddie, either one. Take your pick.
Who gets voted off the island? Dave was see that, folks, for you guys that may not remember, Dave was batting 100. The mug every time he hits, every time he had a movie, it was a play, ultimate super plays, and so he's a little bit shocked to be on the some of the hate of picking a movie that people don't like, and I mean I've been there. I understand, but it wasn't a crow.
Hey, you said it this week.
I did. I said it wasn't a crow, so you're
we
better.
gotta-
I mean, my
Let's
God,
not
there's
check to
just,
see if there was anything ever that he put out that was pretty bad. Hold on.
All right. So my panel has people like AUBYN who keeps a spreadsheet of all of the votes, every movie that has been on the wheel, who put it on there, and the votes. So we can always lean to him, and he's got the spreadsheets for it. What's up, Troop?
He was good on those. September the 5th, The Gorge, Music by John Williams, Death of the Unicorn. How did that do?
That was last week.
that was
That
a
was
pass.
last week.
Yeah,
That was a pass.
the week before.
Okay.
That was another movie.
Yeah.
That was
There you go.
okay.
That was my first clunker.
Yeah. Minecraft.
I mean, which technically shouldn't count because I'm in the process of moving. I hadn't fucking watched shit.
A Man Called Ove, Canadian Bacon.
All right, we don't have to go.
I never
through all
picked
eight.
Canadian bacon.
Yes. Hold on, let me check. Yeah.
I don't remember Canadian Bacon.
Yeah. Don't you remember John Candy?
Yeah, I remember the movie, but I never picked that.
I believe you did.
Okay.
It's season 5, episode 5.
He'll have a link to the Telegram room later tonight.
Jesus Christ.
I'm telling you, man. Hey, you can't. Hey, people say I need to see receipts. AUBYN got receipts. He got receipts. He like, oh, what? What? You didn't pick a bad movie? Well, let me show you. I'll tell you exactly. Episode, season, how many votes were passes. So yeah. All right, let's go ahead and open up the floor to shows that we would suggest for people, or things that are going on that people may want to check out some stuff. So we try to open it up to not just talking about movies that you love or hate, but what are some shows that people need to check out?
Flops and Spoms back today.
I saw that, Clarkson. I saw that dropped.
Yeah,
I saw a tweet.
4 episodes.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
I saw
first 4 episodes of it.
Great.
I'll be
saw a
watching that.
tweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the first time I went to watch this.
Hey, Andrew, you put
The wife did not want to watch this. Then we started watching it. She goes, "Oh, this is pretty good." I'm like,
It is.
Very good.
Babe. 80.
Hey, Andrew, you put Sinners on the wheel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it hasn't dropped yet.
That's
I don't know.
It's a web
And
rip.
that's supposed to the first
No,
week
no.
in June.
Oh, I just saw it on Plex and I thought it must be out.
No, that's because that person grabs canned copies.
Oh, well, it didn't get picked anyway, so
Yeah.
I'll
That
change it.
wouldn't
Yeah. Some people
that
have
wouldn't be me.
standards.
Yeah, I have.
I've got standards.
Well, I didn't know. I'll change it.
Because I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that movie.
I've been watching Murderbot, and I'm finding it. I mean, it's kind of weird, but it's funny enough. It's enjoyable, and I like what's his Scar? What's his Scar? Whatever his name is.
Alexander Skarsgård.
Yeah, Skarsgård. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like him. I find this show, it's quirky for sure, but funny enough that it's holding my attention, and we continue to browse through it. So I don't know. Anybody watched Love, Death, and Robots, the new
No.
season?
Still haven't.
No.
That's I got to get that. I don't know why it didn't pop up on my trending. I must have, but usually it moves it to the front. But hadn't had it. Well, look, you guys are like damn silent over here about shows. I mean, you guys not watching any TV shows, or
I can't even get a word in. Okay.
No.
And I'm on strike, so why should I tell you what to watch? I can't get to watch it because I'm on the damn ticket line. Did anyone finish up Handmaid's Tale there?
not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
No.
And getting in an episode every now and then and I love it. I'll be sad to see that go. Well, not in a way. I think it went on long enough.
Yeah.
So I'll be okay with seeing it go, but I just hope it has a good ending.
Only thing about what's the last 2 seasons on this show, I don't know if the director changed or what had happened, but
No, directing a lot of
the zoom in look, like it's
yeah.
the camera's really, really close, and she does that twitchy eye thing.
Yeah.
They do it constantly, and I'm like, I can understand the effect once in a while, but that's like over and over and over. So that bugs me about it, because every time they zoom in real close and her eye is twitching, I'm like, dude, we got going for that look again. Like, that's the look, and it's just stuck in wherever. So that was something that bugged me. I'm like, do we really need it like that? But whoever started it happened last season. I noticed it too. It was a lot of the same thing.
What was it? There was something I was watching that they've been doing a lot of crazy things with a lot of shows. I know a bunch of the other guys out there, not you guys, because none of you were into any of the Dick Wolf stuff. But like on FBI, they went out and they've just started wiping out characters. So I don't want to say too much in case no one has watched it, but it's been pretty good. And this past season, so we'll have to see what happens there. What else have I been watching?
What's your thoughts on Welcome Back to Wrexham, the 2 first episodes?
I like him.
Yeah, I like that show. I do.
Yeah, it's good. He played my hometown, and he won. It was a tie game, 0-0.
Who'd they play?
Bolton.
Bolton Wanderers. That's my hometown.
Hey, have you noticed over here they added streaming charts, which it looks like it's using the Just Watch.
Oh, okay.
This is new to this week. I don't remember seeing this.
Oh yeah, that wasn't there.
So you can see where some of these shows I've never even heard of this show.
But they decided to add something for the $60 freaking dollars.
That's right. This is where your $60 is going.
Yeah,
right here. So we've uncovered where this got added. So thank you VIPs for helping us.
Can you click?
I did. That's what this is.
It? Oh well.
You can see where it's telling you where it's moved up or
right.
Like,
it's like a ranking.
Yeah. See, this is down 2, up 26 spots.
Well.
Like overcompensating up 278 spots.
Yeah.
Never even heard of that one.
Me either.
There's another new one that came out. Oh, no, it might be a movie. No, it's a movie. The 4 Seasons. Yellow Jackets. I didn't even get anywhere to start this past season. How anyone watched it?
Gave it up.
Gave it up.
We gave it up.
I just finished it. And it gets even wild and crazier than
is it the
previous
last,
season.
or is it still going to keep going?
I haven't looked to see if they're going to have a season 4, but they left off like there could be a season 4 at least.
Okay.
And you think at the end they're like, okay, they're finally going to get there. And yeah, nope.
Jeez. Sometimes they gotta learn when to give it up. I think I've been watching too many shows from the UK where I'm starting to say, okay, you know, 22, 23 episodes is just too much. You know, if you're not going to end it, you know.
Mm.
Yeah, they said that this one is supposed to be good, but I haven't tried it yet.
Oh.
Well, even TV wise, there's not too many new stuff coming out.
No,
I haven't seen much for the summer as far as new shows.
No.
Wow, this one, look at that. This is up 11,000 spots.
Which
Jesus.
one?
Secrets We Keep.
Only 6 episodes.
Oh, it's in Danish. It's a Danish film.
Hey, some of those you got to check them out. They're pretty good. You know, I watched some stuff from some of these other countries, and they're really good. You know, they're short, and they pack a lot in.
Like, you mean shows from the UK?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just curious, this new $60 damn streaming charge list, boy, this is killer.
Yeah.
So you're gonna renew?
Yeah.
$60?
That ship has sailed, brother. That ship has sailed. I can, as long as I get scrobbling, I can ditch all my other lists that I got.
See, to me, it's not. It wasn't like I said. It wasn't just a scrobbling because I get the scrobbling from Plex anyhow.
Yeah.
But
Anybody get into 1923?
I have not watched it. It's on my list. The wife does not want to watch it, and I will be. So it's one of those shows I'm gonna have to watch without her. I want to watch it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's quite as good as the first season was.
No, that's what I
It's
heard.
more soap opera than I
Right.
mean, oh my god. It's like a freaking daytime soap opera.
Okay.
These are the days of 1923.
Exactly.
Like sand through the hourglass.
It starts getting really predictable. It's like, oh, I bet you this is going to happen. Yeah, that's next
Yeah,
episode.
well-
Oh, it happened. So I think I've got 1 or 2 more to go to finish the season out for it. But I think that's it. I don't think they're going to make a 3rd season of it.
No, they're not. The way it ends and everything, it's done. Thank God.
I think I heard now they're going. The next one would be 1942 or something like that. Like the next gen. Yeah, they're going on to another generation.
Well, I did notice that. So we've been watching Andor, and
Of course.
Did you hear what movie has everybody's watching is now trending because of Andor?
Yeah, I heard everybody finally realized it leads into Rogue One.
Yeah, Rogue One. I was looking to see if it's there. It is. So look at Rogue One is moved up here. What, the 9th or 12th spot right there? So moving on up. There was another thing, and we mentioned it in Telegram, and I don't know if I haven't talked about it here. So the wife found Patterson's cut, who this guy takes like the Boba Fett, and he takes all the episodes and he blends that into a 2.5-hour movie. Gets rid of all the extra stuff so that you get to watch everything in 2.5 hours. They did it with Ahsoka. He did it with Ahsoka. He did it with Boba Fett, and another one. I can't remember.
Acolyte.
No. But it makes it so that you don't have to watch all the episodes, but grabs the important stuff. So I don't know if you guys, especially you guys with the Plex servers, you may want to look that up, and if not, hit up Shannon on it. But it's the Patterson cut, and
Okay.
hold on a second. I tell you what, I can look. I can look in my Plex because I think she added it to my Plex. And I think it calls it a movie. All right. Ahsoka, yeah.
Yeah.
No, wait, let's continue watching. So let me jump over here. So Boba Fett, there's 2 of those. So book 1 and book 2, I think. So there's Boba Fett, which is 2. Obi-Wan is a movie, and then Ahsoka. Okay. So if you're a person that's like not sure if you've watched, you didn't want to bother watching those whole series, he's taken it and condensed it to grabbing the most important stuff.
Okay.
So this is something to throw out there for some of the Star Wars nuts that may want to check out.
There's another season of something that started called Duster.
Oh,
you want to look that one up?
Yeah,
that was in this.
I've seen the ads.
I didn't start it yet, but it's in my list to watch.
Oh, that's the guy from Lost.
Yeah, Josh Holloway. You know, and I saw him on TV, and he just doesn't. You know, I always just like put him up on the same like level as like your guy there that you like
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, you know, and seeing him as himself, I was like, oh, I'm far off. So you gotta, you know, but you know, he plays it looks like he plays a part in this movie, in that series. I mean,
Duster.
Right. Yeah. You're not sharing it yet, so you know.
Oh shit! Oh, that's right. Hold on. I turned it. There it goes. All right.
Okay. Yeah, that's the one. That's true. And what's the other one?
No others. Did anybody over in our side chat? Anybody chime in with anything they've been watching?
I didn't get a chance to look.
Andrew says Duster has started well.
Oh, you can't hear him?
No, Andrew Marshall over here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In the side chat.
Yeah, Andrew Marshall, you keep screwing me up every time I see the name Andrew out there. I'm sorry, it's not you.
It's not you, it's me.
It's me. It's definitely me. No, Andrew's out. No, wrong Andrew.
Smart appliances, stupid owners.
Bad thoughts. Is another one coming out? The Bondsman. Anyone check that out?
I watched it. It's all right to me.
Yeah. Okay.
They already canceled it.
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay.
It's corny.
Yeah, they said this week there wasn't going to be a second season of it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's great.
I get it. I get it. I mean, because it was okay. It got a few chuckles, but
I know, Todd, you're into the horror. There's a Cassandra series. It's a sci-fi horror type thing.
no, never heard of that one. I like watching stuff that's kind of spooky,
Yeah,
scary.
yeah.
I like it. You know,
I don't even know what network it was on.
Shannon won't watch with me because then she's scared to walk upstairs by herself or go downstairs.
I've heard a lot of good things about the new Final Destination movie. So
I can't wait for that. That I want to see.
Yeah, I've seen people giving it love, but I don't know.
I want to watch.
Is this the 5th one or 6th one?
6th one, maybe.
Been a lot.
That for me has been like Fast and Furious. I started watching one movie and I was like, nope, and I've never watched anything else. I don't remember what it was. The one with the log scene at the beginning with the log.
Yeah, that was great.
And I was like, there's no way in hell this is ever gonna. Nope, I'm done. I can't do it.
That was great. I can't tell you when that movie came out. I can't tell you how many times I paused it just when that log was just about to hit that cop's face. It was just like, oh my gosh. Deli Boys. Did anyone watch that one?
Yeah, you would. It wasn't very good.
Wasn't good. Okay.
I watched the first episode and I was like, I don't know if I'll finish this one.
That one episode, you can't do that. How about One American Family? Anyone watch that one? I want to watch that. It's more of a true crime type thing. Good American Family. I'm sorry, not One American Family.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen
Yeah.
I glanced at that. Yeah, I haven't watched it. I was thinking maybe that's on my list, but I just don't have enough time.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, it takes away from his valuable pinball effect.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, I'm gonna say for the VR that Pinball FX, especially with some of those Williams tables, is fucking fun. I mean, fun. I mean, I'll sit here for a while and play this tink 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 tink. Love it. It's keeping me from having to buy a damn at games pinball machine. It's kept me from buying it. So.
That Motorheads. It's another new one.
So I think you just looking through the things you put on your watch list because
No,
we know
I'm not even looking at my watch list. I'm not even looking at my watches. I'm looking at my on OnePlex, but I'm looking at the everything from this year.
Because I'm telling you, we've seen how you add you
Yeah,
quick to the trigger on that.
but I
adds your
really
watch
give up
list.
on the first episode. I can't do that. I can't.
I
give
don't
up
give.
first
I'm with
episode.
you there. It's got to be horrible for
Yeah.
me to give up one episode. I mean, it's
Yeah.
horrible. It's
Because it's like
I'll give it.
there's things I watch that are horrible, and I get so mad at it that I have to write in about it. And that ends up taking up my time because I really don't. I'm not a
Write
writer.
in.
Yeah.
You write the director or
Yeah, I'll write the network. I'll write whoever has to. You know what I'm saying? Because if
you
it's
put a stamp on it and
no
put it in the mailbox?
online. Do it online. That was great.
Types it up
having,
types
listen,
it on the
that was
typewriter.
really good about me having the IMDB Pro before because I was able to hit up a lot of directors that way. But this is like some of the stuff is just like if it's that horrible, why do this to us? Let's say I want to write up on that freaking Equalizer. I can't tell you how much I hate that. You know, that damn show. How it's just like ridiculous.
It is bad.
It's ridiculous, but I keep watching it. You know.
Well, that's
Well,
because you're a glutton for punishment.
So,
I'll tell you a show that I've tried, and I told Shannon this morning I'm done. Is Dexter. We went all the way back to the early Dexter, and I really liked the first 2 seasons. Third season, okay, but the first couple seasons, great. Now we're on season 7, and I'm like, I can't do it no more. She goes, we haven't finished it. I'm like, no, I'm okay letting this one go. You know, let's just put Hyde, and I don't see it no more because it's the acting, the storyline. Dexter's sister irritates the shit out of me. Every time I look at her, they have her crying or almost crying. And she's supposed to be the lieutenant of the police department. And it's like,
right.
I can't do it no more. And she's like, oh, what do you do? Let's just hit.
Could you look up a one called The Studio?
Yeah, it's right here.
yeah, Seth Rogen.
Okay.
Dave's talked about that.
Yeah.
Dave's talked about that several times.
Well, it wasn't in my watch list. So should I put it in?
Look, you know what? Let me tell you, when World War III breaks out, the only thing left living are cockroaches in AUBYN's fucking watch list.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. I feel like that we watched. Remember that movie that we watched, and the at the end the kid was locked back up in that bunker with all of his movies.
Yeah. That was the one where it was the end of the world thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Teslas and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'll be me.
Yeah.
Locked up with all my movies. Laughing at everyone else.
You and your
Hey,
Peter story.
you gotta hope you have power to fucking play it though.
Oh yeah. Of course I would. I'll get the power.
All right, hey, we're at 7 o'clock, so let's wrap us up
Towards zero.
Huh?
Towards zero. ZERO.
Is that the one that was there was 10 something 0?
That was the one with De Niro?
De Niro, yeah.
That was a different one.
Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll just get up out of here. Andrew, anything you want to say before we head up out of here? Minecraft is great. I would watch it the 5th, 6th.
Yeah, Andrew's muted.
Yeah.
Muted.
It's late for him.
Yeah.
All right, we'll give him a second. Beach, anything you want to say before we go?
Well, I hope my next movie gets a play because I don't want to fucking get hit with a fucking tri-crapper, you know?
3 tombstones. All right. Okay. There's Andrew. Andrew, anything?
Sorry, I was popping some pills. I've got a massive headache. Trying to control it.
I understand. Watching us does give people headaches.
Oh, no. All these movie Steve's making us watch it. Really getting to it.
Yeah,
Bringing it down. Although I did play this one.
Yeah, this one was a play for me.
Thanks everyone for joining, liking. Obviously, I know most people come for this viewing matters bit, which is the most important. But I actually forgot to say I won't be here next week because I'm going on holiday on Monday. So
great.
Hey,
I'm away till Friday. So I might be back in time, but I don't know if I'll have time to watch the movie. I'll try.
You going anywhere good or not?
We're just going to the caravan.
Okay, that's good.
People love the caravans there.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself.
Get out and see the world.
You deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do, don't I?
Yeah, I mean, you bust your hump every day. I told you, my heart goes out to anybody still in doing retail work and dealing with fucking public
I
every day.
was doing my leg in as well the other day. I twisted my knee at work the other day as well, so now I've got a really bad leg.
Oh man.
I just need to get it up and have a pint.
Yeah,
my heart goes out to you because I was on my Plex server the other day and I saw one of your kids was having another Taylor Swift marathon.
That would be the daughter. That would be the daughter.
I thought I sent you something, Andrew, about there was another Taylor Swift thing that I had on mine, and for you to let her know.
I'll have a look.
Yeah, look in your things there and see if I sent it in Plex.
I'll have a look after this.
Yeah,
I'll tell her about it.
Yeah.
You better hope it's right. If not, she will argue with you. What happened to me when I didn't have certain concert movies?
Just make sure you keep checking for new ones, Dave. Jesus.
That's right.
Make my life a bit easier, will you?
Yeah.
Dad needs some free time. Eddie, anything you want to say before we go?
Yeah, good show. The only thing is, Dave, your attention is required in HR department.
Yeah.
just in case you pick another bad one.
All right, Big Daddy Spider.
Great show, guys. Everybody, make sure you like, subscribe, share, join the Telegram group, and if you get an Oculus, join in the mayhem in there too. It's worth it.
Fun time. Big Plex whore.
Everyone, thanks for coming out. Have a great Memorial Day here for everyone here in the States. We'll see you guys next week. Minus our man Andrew. Hopefully I don't forget that, and I won't be trying to hunt him down. Where the hell are you for the show? But thanks for coming out and we'll be in here. All right.
All right. I'd like to just thank everyone on the panel. I appreciate everybody coming out here every week and all of the extra work you guys do to make this show so damn great. So there's your pat on the back. And, streaming matters to us because streaming matters to you folks. We're out of here.
Curtains falling on the screen. Hope you laughed and learned a bit. Had some fun and skipped routine. Time to close this crazy shit. Thanks for tuning in, my friends. But it's time to say goodbye. Through the streams and download set. But now it's time for us to fly. Information, picked up tips and tricks to enjoy. But now we leave this online station. It's time to pack up every toy. Thanks for tuning in, my friends. But it's time for us to fly through the streams and download set. You can kiss my ass goodbye.